So I've been in Apex since 2014, late 2014. So I kind of got to grow up here for the recent part of my life. I am an Apex High School graduate, so when you say favorite memory, something that comes to me, I played football at Apex High School. So something that comes to me, something that actually happened very, very recently was the 2021, I want to say it was during 2021, backyard brawl with Apex High School against Apex Friendship. And being like a part of the team, I was a captain on the team. And knowing we had lost to them for like 6 years straight. And so being a part of that experience and being a part of that team where we finally kind of get to go in there and not just win, we kind of put a whooping on them. And so that's definitely something that is probably a favorite memory. When you ask that question, that's exactly what comes up in my mind. So I think important is kind of hard to get to, but important wise for me, it would be during COVID. We had done a drive-through over here at the back of the mosque, a drive-through school supplies giveaway, and it was in partnership with ICNA Relief. Though what makes that so important is that was the year. It was going into my junior year of high school. It was the year that I got to meet Mayor Gilbert. So I got to meet him and kind of build a connection with Mayor Gilbert. And I say it's important because that connection that I developed with Mayor Gilbert kind of made a lot of things happen because I always just felt comfortable going to him when I needed to make some kind of event or work with the town on something. And so I ended up actually going for a summer internship with him, and I had a lot of fun. And then it built up a lot of things. I've done some events, including with Mayor Gilbert, and so I feel like that's definitely one of the most important memories that I have, just because it built up to so much and so many beneficial events for people in the community. This one's also kind of hard because for me, I was born in the West Bank in Palestine, and I was raised there for 10 years, and all of a sudden I'm here in Apex. And so it always feels like over there is home, but at the same time, coming here to Apex, there's like this kind of comfort about it. And I don't know how to describe it because I don't really know what it is, but there's just this comfort around the community of Apex, the people here, and just the town itself that kind of makes it feel like home. Like I've visited back in Palestine while I was living here, but it feels like, and I was talking to my friend about this last night actually, he's also moved here, but he moved here from Jordan, and it's like nowhere really feels comfortable anymore but Apex. And I don't know what it is about Apex. I know part of it is definitely the community. It's a very welcoming community and it's just amazing people, but it's also something about, I guess, the small town kind of vibe that just makes it feel like home. And there's nowhere. I've gone back to Palestine. I've gone a bunch of places since being here, but it's just nowhere. I'm not comfortable anywhere other than Apex, I feel like. And I know that there's people that agree with me about that, actually. So I know that's not just me, because I told you I was talking to my friend about it. And I feel like Apex just kind of has that homey vibe to a lot of people. With me and my family, I guess my parents have always been the kind of people that are always oriented around helping others, and they've helped make events here happen, like the school supply drive that I told you about. They've always just liked to help people, and so that's something that's kind of went into me and my siblings, and it's just made an effect on us. I know I have my sister. Her name is Dania. Her and I are very involved kind of wherever we go. She was the president of the Apex High School Muslim Student Association last year, and I am the vice president of the Wake Tech MSA right now. And we just always like to be very involved in helping people. So that's probably one of my biggest hopes for Apex is, and one of my favorite things about it is that there's so many opportunities, especially, like I said, within knowing Mayor Gilbert for the moment as the mayor. Within knowing him, it just creates so many opportunities to do good and to make things happen. And that's definitely something that I have hope for the future of Apex, is for it to just kind of grow. And there's very good people in Apex. Everybody here, I've never had trouble with anybody in Apex. And so they're all good people. And so it just feels like there's a big, big opportunity for it to kind of become, while it's not Raleigh, for it to become better than Raleigh with the aspect of a close community and people being able to help each other and people making events, such as we had the vaccination event over here for COVID. There's just so many opportunities, so many things that can be done. And that's definitely my hope for Apex, is for it to kind of become a big, big community of just people who love to help each other. And I think it's already on the way to being that. It is that. I just would hope for it to be a bigger community of people who like to help each other. And so that's definitely what my hope is. So I came here in 2014, and so that's kind of when I got into the mosque. But I think the Apex Mosque was created in 2013, almost a year before I came. And so it's been here for a while, probably like 10 years now. And so that's a long time. And it's just, it keeps growing, and the community keeps growing, and it's something that we love. There are a lot of mosques around this area, in the Triangle area. I think there's actually one within every town or city. There's Raleigh, Morrisville. So there's a big community of Muslims within the Triangle area. But one thing about the Apex Mosque, and I've grown up at the Apex Mosque, so one thing about Apex is it's one of the smaller mosques, and it's one of the most diverse mosques in the area. So if you go to like Morrisville, you see a lot of Desi people, Indian, Pakistani, Afghani, like a lot of these people. If you go to Raleigh, you see a lot of Arabs, Palestinians, Egyptians, Jordanians. If you come to Apex, you kind of get a mix of everybody. And so while everywhere you will get a mix of everybody, it just feels like Apex Mosque, and it's one of the most diverse mosques because there's so many people from so many different backgrounds that come to pray here. And like I said, I mean, you can find that at every mosque in the area, but it's just a bigger group of diverse people at Apex, and that's one of my favorite things about Apex Mosque. So if somebody moves to Apex and they want to come to a mosque, or if they move even just anywhere in the area, in the Triangle area, and they want to see a diverse mosque, I would definitely tell them to come to Apex Mosque. It's right off Center Street, and it's just an amazing place with some amazing people. And as Muslims, we love to pray, and you can come and pray here, and it's just amazing.